If you have ever spent an evening calculating your net worth, looking at your bank statements, and wondering why on earth your savings balance isn't moving faster despite years of hard work, you are witnessing the default setting of the modern British economy. In the UK today, the system is actively rigged to ensure that the average citizen stays locked in a loop of permanent financial survival. We are conditioned from childhood to follow a specific script: go to school, get a stable job, climb the corporate ladder, buy a primary residence on a 30-year mortgage, and hope for the best. Yet, despite following all the traditional rules, the vast majority of people never build true generational wealth. They spend their prime years running on an economic treadmill, always just 1 or 2 bad months away from complete financial collapse. Today, we are breaking down the psychological, systemic, and mathematical reasons why most people never build wealth, pulling back the curtain on the subtle traps keeping the middle class broke, and giving you the exact blueprint to break the cycle and claim your financial independence. The very first and most devastating reason people never build wealth is the complete failure to understand the difference between an asset and a liability. This is the foundation upon which all financial ruin is built. Most people mistake lifestyle upgrades for wealth creation. When they secure a pay rise or bring home a bonus, the first thing they do is contractually lock themselves into liabilities. They buy a brand new German saloon on a PCP finance deal costing £400 a month, or they stretch themselves to the absolute limit to move into a bigger house with a massive mortgage, convincing themselves that it is an investment. An asset puts money into your current account without you having to work for it. A liability drains money out of your current account every single month. Wealthy people focus heavily on buying assets, like index funds, dividend shares, and income-producing properties. The average person focuses entirely on buying things that depreciate or carry heavy monthly costs to maintain the appearance of being rich. If your income is constantly chasing your liabilities, your balance sheet will remain permanently stuck at zero. The second massive barrier to wealth building is the complete lack of automated financial discipline, specifically the habit of paying yourself last. The standard money formula in the UK is broken. Most workers receive their salary into their current account on the last Friday of the month. They pay their rent or mortgage, settle their energy bills, cover their direct debits, and then spend whatever is left on meals out, streaming subscriptions, clothes, and weekend drinks. They promise themselves that if there is anything left over at the end of the month, they will save it. The problem is, there is never anything left over. Human nature dictates that your spending will always expand to consume the cash available to you. To build wealth, you must invert this entire framework. The single second your salary hits your account, your automated wealth contributions must instantly sweep out before you even have a chance to touch the money. You must treat your savings, investments, and emergency fund allocations as a non-negotiable invoice from your future self. If you do not automate your investing, you are relying on willpower in a world designed to make you spend. The third critical trap unique to the UK economic landscape is the absolute failure to optimize for taxes, leading directly to the fiscal drag-meat grinder. Earning more money through a 9-to-5 job does not automatically make you wealthy, because the UK tax system aggressively penalizes linear labor. As your salary climbs toward the higher rate tax brackets, HMRC begins swallowing massive percentages of your extra income through income tax and national insurance. If you simply accept your gross pay as cash without managing your allowances, you are voluntarily capping your wealth-building potential. To build real wealth, you must learn how to protect your income from stealth taxes using smart corporate wrappers. This means aggressively using salary sacrifice to redirect your pre-tax income into your workplace pension, dropping your taxable income back down to safe thresholds, and maximizing your annual £20,000 ISA allowance. An ISA allows your capital to compound completely tax-free, shielded from capital gains tax and dividend tax forever. If you don't build a legal tax shield around your money, you are working 6 months out of every year just to fund the treasury instead of your own freedom. Next, we must address the psychological paralysis of the investment gap. Most people in Britain are terrified of the stock market. They have been taught by risk-averse generations that investing is equivalent to gambling in a casino. As a result, they keep their hard-earned cash sitting entirely in standard high-street bank accounts or low-interest current accounts. While it feels safe on screen, this strategy is financial suicide. Inflation acts as a silent tax, eroding the purchasing power of your cash every single day. While your money sits stagnant, the cost of goods, energy, and primary residences sails upward. Wealthy people understand that cash is not a store of value. It is a tool used to buy production. They use their capital to purchase global index funds, letting the top businesses in the world compound their wealth for them. By staying out of the market due to fear, the average person is guaranteeing that they will lose the inflation war, forcing their physical body to work decades longer just to keep up with the cost of living. The final pillar keeping people broke is the prioritization of status over freedom. We live in a culture deeply obsessed with external validation. Social media has turned everyday life into a competition of competitive consumption. People spend money they don't have to buy luxury items they don't need, to impress people they don't even like. They trade their time, the most precious, finite asset they possess, for a designer logo, an expensive watch, or a premium holiday that vanishes in 7 days. They are choosing to look rich today at the direct expense of being wealthy tomorrow. True wealth isn't about the car you drive or the labels on your clothes. Wealth is the amount of control you have over your time. It is the ability to wake up in the morning and decide exactly what you want to do, who you want to do it with, and when you want to stop. Until you value financial sovereignty more than temporary social validation, the gates of wealth building will remain firmly shut to you. Building true wealth does not require an elite background, a massive inheritance, or a stroke of lottery luck. It requires a fundamental shift in your relationship with money, a refusal to play the consumer debt game, and the discipline to build an automated tax-optimized asset portfolio that compounds while you sleep. You have to step off the economic conveyor belt and start playing by an entirely different set of rules. If you are ready to stop making the same accidental money mistakes as the crowd, master the UK financial system, and learn the straight-talking strategies to build genuine wealth without the corporate fluff, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and join the Money Mad community. We drop high-impact, actionable guides every single week to help you dominate your budget, protect your cash from stealth taxes, and build a life of complete financial independence. Thanks for watching. Drop the #1 liability you are going to cut out of your life this week in the comments below, and we will see you in the next video. Stay money mad.